Children, today we are going to learn about Henry's law. So, before that, we are going to learn about some important facts regarding solubility. For example, if we consider a solution, what is meant by solution? Solute plus solvent, this makes the solution. What is meant by solute? Solute means the component which is present in smaller amount. Solvent means the component present in larger amount. For example, take a beaker, put some sugar and add water. Here, water is the solvent, that sugar is the solute. So, solute is present in smaller amount, solvent is present in larger amount. So, solute and solvent together makes the solution. So, in dilute solution, very small amount of solute is present. In concentrated solutions, large amount of solute is present. So, the solubility of a solute in the solvent is mainly due to a particular temperature. When maximum amount of solute dissolved in a solvent, and if any more solute is added, it will not dissolve but it will get precipitated. Only a limited amount of solute can be dissolved in a particular solvent. If we are adding more and more, that solute cannot dissolve in that solvent at a given temperature. Such a solution is called as saturated solution. So, what is meant by saturated solution? Maximum amount of solute dissolved in a solvent. Any more addition of solute will result in precipitation at a given temperature and pressure. Such a solution is called saturated solution. So, what is meant by solubility? The solubility of a substance at a given temperature is defined as amount of solute that can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent. Amount of solute dissolved in 100 gram of solvent at a given temperature, that is called solubility of a substance. So, here some factors which influence solubility. That is number one is nature of solute and solvent. Number two, effect of temperature. Number three, effect of pressure. One by one we can see. Already I taught what is meant by solute and what is meant by solvent. Solute present in smaller amount, solvent present in larger amount. So, for example, take sodium chloride, NaCl. In Tamil, if you are saying kaluppu, the salt we are using in our home, table salt or kaluppu, that sodium chloride, it is an ionic compound. So, this ionic compound dissolves in water. Water is a polar solvent. Polar means having two charges, positive, negative, that is H plus OH minus, polar solvent. But this NaCl will not dissolve in non-polar organic solvent like benzene or toluene. Benzene formula like this, a ring, toluene. So, NaCl dissolves in water, which is a polar solvent, but does not dissolve in non-polar solvents like benzene or toluene. So, the solute depends upon the type of the nature of the solvent to which it is dissolved. Similarly, different gases dissolve in water to different extents. For example, ammonia, more soluble in water than oxygen. These are all nature of solute and solvent. Number two, effect of temperature. As the temperature increases, the solubility also get increased. So, so regarding effect of temperature, what about the solid solute in liquid solvent? Solid solute in liquid solvent. So, the solubility of a solid solute in liquid solvent increases with increase in temperature. When temperature increased, the kinetic energy of the solute as well as solvent molecule increases. What is meant by kinetic energy? Energy of motion. So when temperature get increased, solute particle, solvent particle gets movement. The movement get increases. So that is said as kinetic energy get increased. So because of that, there is the breakage of intermolecular attractive forces and keeps the solute molecules together. So the solubility get increases. So when temperature increases, solubility get increased. Solubility also get increased. When when solid is added to a solvent, solid added to a liquid solvent, it begins to dissolve. That is called as dissolution. Which begins to dissolve, that is called as dissolution. After some time, some of the dissolved solute return back to the solid state. That is called recrystallization. What is dissolved after some time get once more returns back to the solid state. That is called recrystallization. So, solute that is solid giving solute dissolved. After dissolving, return back to the solid solute which is in equilibrium. So an equilibrium is established between solid solute molecules and dissolved solute molecules. So according to Le-Chatelier's principle, already you have learned in lesson number 8, Le-Chatelier's principle. If the dissolution is an endothermic process, endo means heat liberated, solubility increases. But for an exothermic process, solubility get decreased. So in your book for the solubilities of ammonium nitrate, calcium chloride, ferric sulfate, nanohydrate, nano means 9 molecules of water molecule, and sodium chloride in water at different temperatures are given in the graph. If you are seeing at the book, this is the book. See here, we can see many graphs here. Solubility, along the y-axis solubility, along the x-axis temperature. See, this is sodium chloride graph, and this is calcium chloride. This is ammonium nitrate. This one is ferric sulfate, nanohydrate. What these 4 indicates? Here, the sodium chloride, this shows does not vary with the temperature at normal temperature. So here, in fact, there is only 10% increase in solubility between 0 to 100 degrees Celsius, only a small amount. Now, if you are taking ammonium nitrate, see this one. This process is an endothermic process. Already I taught what is an endothermic process. During endothermic process, what happens? Solubility get increased. Already I told. So, since this is an endothermic process, solubility increases very much greater with the increase in temperature. This one. Next, in the case of ferric sulfate nanohydrate, the solution is exothermic. Exothermic means what? Solubility get decreased with increase in temperature. Next, the moderate, that is calcium chloride. This one is also an exothermic. The solubility increases somewhat moderate with increase in temperature. So here, entropy factor also plays an important role. What is entropy means? That is disorder. Entropy means disorder or randomness. So, in these 4 different graphs shows how much solubility depending upon the graph. So next we are going to see gaseous solute in liquid solvent. In the next video, we are going to see about, up to here we have seen the solid solute in liquid solvent. Next video, we are going to see about gaseous solute in liquid solvent.